Welcome to a journey into the depths of human resilience and potential. Today, we are diving into the principles that can transform your life, inspired by the incredible lessons of David Goggins Can't Hurt Me. This isn't just a motivational talk, it's a call to action. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready to unlock the power within you. Because no matter where you are right now, you are capable of so much more. Life is a battlefield, and if there's one thing David Goggins' story teaches us, it's that the true battle is not out there in the world, it's within us. The obstacles, the pain, the voices in your head telling you are not good enough, those are your real enemies. But here's the thing, every one of those challenges can be conquered if you learn to master your mind. We've all been through it, haven't we? Those moments when you feel stuck, defeated, overwhelmed. Maybe it's the weight of expectations, or maybe it's the fear of failure. You might look around and think, why does it feel so much harder for me than everyone else? But let me tell you, those feelings don't define you. What defines you is what you do in response to them. And that's where mastering your mind comes in. One of the first things Goggins emphasizes is accountability. It's so easy to point fingers at circumstances, people, or bad luck. But how often do we look in the mirror and say, this is on me? Accountability isn't about self-blame, it's about self-empowerment. When you own your story, you take back control. You stop waiting for someone else to save you, and you realize that the only person capable of turning things around is you. But let's be real, the journey isn't easy. Goggins' life is proof of that. He grew up in an abusive household, struggled with obesity, and faced racism that chipped away at his sense of self-worth. He could have let those circumstances define him. Instead, he turned them into fuel. That's a lesson for all of us. Pain, hardship, and failure aren't walls, they're stepping stones. They're the weights that strengthen your mental muscles, but only if you are willing to pick them up and carry them. And let's talk about fear. It's the silent killer of dreams. Fear of pain, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. It whispers in your ear, convincing you to stay comfortable. But comfort is a trap. Growth never happens in comfort zones. Goggins doesn't just embrace discomfort, he seeks it out. Why? Because discomfort is where transformation begins. It's in those moments when you push past what you thought were your limits that you discover your true potential. Think about the times when you've avoided something because it felt too hard or too painful. Maybe it's a tough conversation, starting a new project, or pursuing a dream you've kept buried. What if, instead of avoiding it, you leaned into it? What if you saw that challenge not as a barrier but as an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think? That's the mindset shift Goggins talks about. It's not about eliminating fear, it's about acting despite it. Now, here's something you might not expect, failure is your friend. Society teaches us to fear failure, to see it as the end of the road. But Goggins reframes it. Failure is feedback. It's a signpost, not a stop sign. When you fail, you learn. And when you learn, you grow. Every time Goggins fell, whether it was failing to complete a race or getting injured, he used it as a lesson to come back stronger. So, the next time you fail, don't beat yourself up. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this, and how can I use this to get better? One of the most powerful tools Goggins shares is the idea of the cookie jar. The cookie jar is a mental bank of all the times you've overcome something difficult. When you are in the middle of a challenge and feel like giving up, Reach into that jar. Remember the moments when you didn't quit, the times when you proved to yourself that you could do it. Those memories are your fuel. They remind you that you've faced hard things before and you can do it again. Another cornerstone of Goggins' philosophy is the 40% rule. He says that when your mind tells you are done, you've only hit 40% of your true capacity. Think about that for a moment. All those times when you felt like you couldn't go on, when you wanted to quit, you still had 60% left in the tank. The mind gives up long before the body does. The challenge is to push past that mental barrier, to tap into the reserves you didn't even know you had. It's not about being superhuman, it's about realizing that you are capable of so much more than you think. Let's not forget discipline. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Motivation is fleeting. It's there one moment and gone the next. Discipline, on the other hand, is what carries you through on the days when you don't feel like showing up. Goggins' life is a testament to the power of discipline. He doesn't wait to feel ready, he just starts. And that's a lesson for all of us. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the right feeling. Start now. Start messy. Just start. And finally, let's talk about the power of mindset. The stories you tell yourself shape your reality. If you tell yourself you are not good enough, you'll act in ways that confirm it. But if you tell yourself you are capable, that you are resilient, that you are a fighter, you'll start living up to that story. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Use it wisely. Talk to yourself, not in a way that tears you down but in a way that lifts you up. Be your own biggest supporter. So, as you step into the next chapter of your life, remember this: the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story you are telling yourself. Change the story, and you'll change your life. Master your mind, and there's nothing you can't overcome. The odds may be stacked against you, but that's where greatness is born, in the defiance of those odds. You are capable of more than you know. It's time to prove it to yourself. And there you have it, the blueprint for mastering your mind and defying the odds. Remember, it's not the challenges that define you but how you rise to meet them. Take this moment, right now, to decide who you want to be. Commit to the journey. Because the only thing standing between you and your potential is the story you are telling yourself. Rewrite it. Live it. And never forget, you are unstoppable. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep pushing your limits.